brief statement, and this is from myself, Blue River Water District. The Blue River Water District is currently operating with 2 active board members, Chairman James Parks and Secretary Treasurer Shannon Goodpaster Laird. Board member Joshua Cloak remains sworn in as an active member. However, he has declined to attend recent meetings pending recognition of Mr. Tony Cassad as a board member. The district notes that Mr. Cassad was recalled by a margin of 74 votes in a prior election and subsequently received 7 write-in votes in the most recent election. Mr. Cassad does not currently meet the residency requirements established in ORS 198.115 for special district board members and therefore cannot be recognized as a seated member of the board. And is this the correct ORS number? It could be, this could be 198, or no, 264.410. Corrected?
Okay, I'll correct it. Might be.
264.190.
410.410. That's ORS 264.410. I think this might be the incorrect
Thank you.
statute.
Sorry.
So with that said, requirements established under ORS 264.410 for special district board members and therefore cannot be recognized as a seated member of the board. As a result, the district lacks a quorum and is unable to conduct official business. To ensure continuity of service and lawful governance, the district intends to submit a formal resolution to the Lane County Board of Commissioners requesting the appointment of interim board members under ORS, and I believe this is 198.320.
Right.
This one's not correct.
I didn't correct
Yeah,
it.
that's
Sorry,
okay.
sorry.
So it's ORS 198.320, so that's correct.
And it's, if the number of members of the governing body of a district is reduced below the quorum, the remaining members of the governing body shall immediately notify the county board of the county commissioners, basically, in which the district or the greater portion thereof is located. The county board shall then appoint a sufficient number of qualified persons to fill vacancies and restore a quorum.
And how many meetings has Josh not attended? Do you know? 4?
Well, one regular meeting and 3 special meetings.
Okay.
Yes.
So apparently, the last time I remember, you were waiting to hear back from the state about the, if Tony could be a board member.
The Secretary of State,
And
correct.
the Secretary of State has come down with that.
So I can answer that,
Okay.
correct?
Correct? I believe so.
What they came back and said that, the complaint was that Tony's not a resident
Right.
of this district. Therefore, I filed a complaint with them and they researched it and it's not in their purview to go that low, I guess. So it's at board level for us to remedy is their answer. And that's where I'm at. And I can't disqualify him without a quorum. So he's in limbo. And if he was to move back here today or yesterday or last week, in the August 6th meeting, I gave him 10 days to respond to the board with proof of residency in Blue River Water District. And he hasn't done that as of today. So, I mean, even if he moved back and moved somewhere, if he moved in with me, he still couldn't be on, as far as I'm concerned, and everybody else that I've talked to says, no, he's not eligible. So, and that's that, but I can't disqualify him without a quorum. Okay?
Yep, thank you for clarifying.
So we,
I'll keep
can
that.
I interject? Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
I think I
You got the
might-
floor.
I'll fix this, sorry.
I guess
So
when I have
we've
this is a community.
we've posted applications and we have 2 people so far that have applied, and we would encourage others to apply if they will. So the 2 people that applied are here.
Yeah,
They
we could
if they
interview
wanna-
now, but I think that would cloud the judgment of some folks because we don't have a quorum and we do have 3 board members sitting and one of them is not here. So if we interview, that leaves that third person out of the interview and they could come back and say, I didn't hear the interview, we need to do it again. So there's no sense in doing it
Right.
twice. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's okay to.
It's okay.
It's okay to announce the 2 candidates, or if they want to announce themselves to
That's up to
the
them.
public.
That's up to them. That's
Do
not.
you guys feel
to me.
comfortable speaking up to your community members?
Yeah, Kate Donahoe, I put my name in the ballot, so.
I'm sorry, what was your name again?
Kate Donahoe.
Thank you.
Okay.
And I'm Dave Hunter, and I also filled out an application.
So
All
just
right.
let me know.
I just want to get the board so it can do business.
Yeah.
Me too.
Thank you.
Smoothly.
Thank you.
Welcome, Chris. Would you sign in? So we're not having an actual board meeting for lack of quorum. So we're having a community discussion.
And an information meeting.
Yeah, it's just informational, kind of get everybody up to date. We can't do business because we don't have quorum, but we feel obligated as the remaining board to inform the public of what we're trying to get accomplished. And still do business, so that's where we're at. I can fill you in more later.
I have another question. So if you can't do business, can you pay bills?
You mean like power bills?
Like,
and-
right, the
Yes,
regular,
we can
okay,
pay-
okay, so you
yeah.
can pay bills, but you couldn't, if
Yeah.
Joel needed a board decision on something.
We can't do that.
We can't
do
sign
it.
contracts, we can't
Yeah, you have that list that says what we can do and can't do.
make,
Yeah.
probably don't have it handy.
Yeah, I just saw it somewhere and I don't,
But the regular,
scattered brain.
the regular bills you can pay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
regular bills we can pay, like otherwise our power would be shut off and we would be without water. So water is an essential, like we would be without water. So water is an
It's essential
essential,
utility.
water is an essential utility and so we realize
We're trying to keep it
like
going.
it's very important that we have a functioning board.
Yeah.
Like very important for, I mean, we live here, it's very important for us. It's
Yeah,
very
and
important for our
And it's
community.
your water
So-
district except for Val. I mean, it kind of is.
So we wanted to, let you guys know we're doing the best we can and we're taking the next steps to make sure we have a functioning board.
This is your board, this is your money, this
And-
is your water district.
Yeah.
We're just trying to run it.
So I don't know if Jim told all of you guys that he asked, no, he asked me, and I'm sure he asked other people to write to Heather Bench, and I did. And she responded to me saying that now we'll have a quorum, and so things should be fine. So I'm gonna email her tomorrow and let her know that this is still ongoing because it's a problem. We can't move forward, and if anything comes up with what they're doing on the road, we can't move forward with that.
Correct.
We can
If-
too,
If any decisions need to be made
we
as
can
a board, as
still,
a
we can
board.
still give a superintendent's report and a treasurer's report though, if you guys would.
Yeah, so I can bring you up to speed with some of the information that's come down right now with the new water system going in. As you've probably seen, they're here and they're starting to do things, pothole and look for valves and different things and try and get a jump on things. They ran into a little snafu with the county through a wrench in the works with a permit that nobody knew about. All of a sudden they came up with a special permit that they had to have and nobody knew about it. So it came through today, they approved the permit, so they're gonna continue on. Like,
Good.
most people didn't even know about it, so it's okay. They continue to work in the background, locating valves and where the pipe is exactly with the back truck you've probably seen around, so. That's that. So everything's going along there. We have a plan to shut the big tank off because
There we go.
it's not set up to actually isolate that tank. So to change the valve out there and the pipe coming out of it, we have to basically take that big tank offline and run off the little one, but there's no valve in between to isolate it, so we're working through that. So we have a plan. I'm working very close with the contractor as the superintendent, not the chairman. I have very little to do as far as the chairman of the board process goes with them. It's mainly superintendent. And just a funny thing is, they were calling on me pretty hard, so I told them they need to put me on the payroll. That's what they did too. They laughed, and so did I. And then they kind of left me alone. So, it's kind of working, but then they hit me up pretty hard today, but that's okay. It's all good, and it's good stuff, so. We're working towards that, and on other notes for the superintendent, we recently replaced 3 meters that were broken, four meters that were
Four
broken.
meters?
And so it was people that weren't really using any water anyway, they were vacant homes, they weren't using any water, so I just kind of let it go until the midnight hour, and then we changed them. So now they're being billed. They were actually being billed at the base rate of $25, just because they had a meter, they weren't connected, they weren't really using any water, so I said, hey, it's time, they're using water, we gotta hook them up. So that's in my report. We're getting out of the summer usage because it's not hot anymore, and we've got a lot of rain coming down, so I was pumping into the tanks once a day. Now I've almost got up to 3 days. I only pump every 3 days. So, we're saving water there, we're saving electricity, and that goes into the coffers, and we can use that money it just averages out over the year. So, on another note of money, I think I can talk about FEMA.
Sure. We're actually obligated to inform the public.
Yeah, I
what's going
realize
on.
that, but I gotta be careful, because I don't want to give anybody anything that they can say we're conducting an illegal meeting, and I don't wanna do that.
As long as you're not.
As long as we keep it informational, we're not making any decisions, we're not signing any contracts.
Yeah, I have a question, just to confirm, the big tank is the one here and the little tank is the one
Correct.
on Elk Creek Road?
Correct. So the one on Elk Creek Road is 150,000 gallon, and the big one's 300,000 gallon.
Okay,
The bigger one is the older one, it was original, and then they put that one in
Yeah.
later, I'm not 67, or, I'm not sure when, it's on the paperwork somewhere, I can't
yeah,
keep
no,
all that.
I just wanted to.
But that's a newer tank, and has newer stuff on it, and causes a little bit of more thinking about how we're gonna do things, but we can do it, it's gonna happen,
Yeah, I just,
yeah.
Are you gonna use both tanks then?
Oh, yeah, we'll go back, we just need to drain this one and shut it off
Yeah.
to replace the valve,
Right.
because it has, I can get into the explanation a little bit. So the big tank, is sitting up there, and underground it has a pipe coming off of it, it's 10 inches, it's pretty big. And on there's a valve where you can turn that water coming out off. It also goes in that way when you pump.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, well, this 1960 technology. So the newer tank, it has a fill and a out. It has an in and an out on it. You can actually shut both those off, which is totally modernized over, totally different. So with that said, with the in and out on the same valve, it has asbestos concrete pipe going into this valve, and it's a press fit. It's not a flange where you can bolt it up tight. It just goes in, and then you put another one in there and just keep shoving them until you got them all up tight. And they, just like the ones you see stacked down here, it's the same principle, only that is a different size, and nothing new fits in there and stays. It's either too big or too small.
So we're keeping the asbestos ones?
No,
Oh.
that's why we have to shut that tank down.
Well, that's how it sounded.
No, that they were talking about actually leaving a little piece, and I'm like, what's the point? What's the point? So we're working towards fixing that the correct way. So we have to take that tank off the line, and we're going to drain it down, and we have a plan, and the plan is to get that pipe out of there and put a different valve on there, and one that we can hook this. It's called C900, this blue pipe you see laying around.
Yes, I know.
They're going to adapt something to that, and then we're going to put a valve in down farther where we can actually turn that water from the smaller tank where it feeds everybody. Right now it only feeds that side of town if we turn that big tank off. So Blue River Road and I think downtown gets shut off if we turn that valve off on that big tank. They didn't think ahead. Well, we need a valve down here to isolate the stuff, and
So how long will it be shut off?
not long,
Oh.
like No one will even know.
No, oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So we had it off the other day and nobody knew, but we had 2 customers call Rainbow as our billing agent and said, hey, my pressure's low. What's going on? So they called me, hey, what's going on? We got 2 customers called pressure's low. Yeah, we're working on it. It's back on in a minute. And we turned it back on right then and everybody had water. No, there's no complaints. So we're methodically thinking about what's happening and why we're doing it. It's not, even though we are flying by the seat of our pants at the midnight hour, you'd have thought that they would have this all figured out prior, but they didn't. So we're working through it, but we'll get there and
Do you guys have any questions for our superintendent? Any other questions? You ready for the treasury report?
Sure.
Yeah? You guys see that?
Yes, we can.
Okay, so this is part of the reason I'm having this sense of urgency. So we, as part of the fire recovery, we still have 3 vendors that we have outstanding bills to, and I cannot pay those bills without a quorum to give me direction on how we're going to pay them.
we have to transfer funds from one account to
We have to
the
transfer funds. This is our investment account, it's through the Oregon State. This is our savings account, which was recently seized by Oregon Department of Revenue because they thought we had an employee because a previous board member in 2024 didn't file some paperwork with Oregon Department of Revenue. But Kate and I actually working together, and Jim and Melanie Melanie worked on it before I came, I've been working on it. We got it fixed and actually the money is
money
all
was returned.
back.
Nice.
So
Hard to believe.
that is a miracle. I was ready. I thought we were gonna have to go get a lawyer because getting
I know.
money back from the government is very hard.
Yes.
So
I thought it was gone, to be
we thought
honest.
it was gone,
I
so
thought we'd work on getting it back, we'll try, but
we jumped through the 28 hoops that we had to do, and that money is now back. But it's in our checking account, it's not in our savings account. And I did technically illegally transfer a little bit of money in here because I went in our bank account and this account was 0. So I don't know if there's something that the government can't seize a checking, can only seize savings, or I don't know why they got our savings, but so I put some money in there, like what is going on, and the treasurer panicked. But anyway, so these are some of the reasons we really need a quorum so we can resolve some of these things.
that's when we started actually reaching out to the commissioners.
So what would happen if you left it 0 until you could vote on it?
Well, that's probably okay. This is not okay. These guys could put a
And I
lien,
put that on my list
these
tomorrow
guys
to
could
have
put
it.
a lien on our property.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
They could put a lien on, because this is from the rebuild. This is
Right.
our new pump house, this is our new water system. They could say,
I'm really surprised they haven't done that yet.
we're really lucky, so far I'm keeping them happy and, we're a new board, be patient, but, if that's a pretty good, I would, my patience
Someone
wouldn't, oh, that was me knocking on wood.
Oh.
That was me.
Not
My
yet.
patience would run out, so this is where my urgency is coming from as the treasurer, that we have to have a quorum, we need to make some decisions, we need to pay these bills. Like power bills and, we pay Rainbow to do our billing. That's another, speaking of Rainbow, we were starting the process of negotiating a contract with them, so that has stalled because we don't have a quorum. So we're actually technically operating without a contract with them. Actually, we never did have a contract with them, which
Verbal.
they had a verbal agreement.
Phone call and a handshake and an email, so.
So we would like to get some of those things cleaned up so it's clear what they expect of us, what we expect of them, what they're responsible for, what we're responsible for, et cetera. I don't know, do you guys have any questions about this?
Just a thought. You might, if the people wait for a long time for the money, you can offer them to pay them now at a discount and give them that option until you wait. And a lot of people might take it, and that might help you get
But,
Some of the
but
paid-off
I can't
people.
make that decision with that kind of
Well,
decision.
you can, that doesn't make any sense.
You can't
You
make it
can-
without a quorum.
You can't even pay a bill without a quorum?
It has
Not,
to be a board decision.
like operations, like our.
Well, let me back up there. So it was voted on, like about a year ago in a board meeting that we could pay the utility bills, the monthly in and out bills, the water, the propane, the
We
certain.
don't need to spend time, I get where you're going on, alright, that's,
But that's the same.
But
If
that's
you've already
what I-
agreed to a contract and it's already legal, you should be able it should have been approved to pay that already if it's been done. But anyway, I'm gonna not.
Without
take
legal
up this
counsel,
conversation.
without, yeah.
I understand.
Without legal counsel, we're not sure.
I thought you could save $10,000, but that's
Yeah,
alright.
we can't, so,
Well, maybe, I mean, I would, if we had that, if I was given that authority, I would negotiate that. Yeah.
yeah, that'd be great. Like say, we'll
It's a good
pay
idea
it.
once you have this.
We also did, this was a lot lower, I don't know if you guys remember, probably not, but I do. We just got our final insurance payment,
Nice.
so that.
So we're able to pay these folks, it's not like we don't want to.
Mhm.
It's just that we can't act outside the board.
Well, I would have to transfer money
Yeah.
out of our treasury account, which I can't do that without board approval.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah.
I have one question. You mentioned that previously, individual responsible for negotiating the arrangement with Rainbow Water District had a handshake type contract, not a written contract. And you also mentioned that previously an individual did not file required paperwork documenting that the district no longer had an employee. Are those two possibly the same individuals or pattern of sort of neglecting things that had to be done there,
Can we answer that?
or can you not?
I'll answer it, I'll go out on a limb, yes. I mean, just because, yes. Yes.
Was running it like a good old country flea market and not in good business protocols.
Right, so, to go back on that, Rainbow approached me with a contract for 5 years, and it was very lengthy, and I was pushed to sign it. I mean, I got emails all hours of the day, even at 2:30 in the morning, and I refused to sign it, so I ran it through legal. Legal went through it, changed it tremendously. I then submitted it back to Rainbow and I said, here's a revised edition of the IGA. And they ran it through their legal and they were going to run it through their board. And when I asked the superintendent at Rainbow, he said, we're on hold now because of the instability in your board.
And he told me that when I talked to him too.
Oh, did he? Okay, so, yeah, I'm just being honest here. That's what I was told. So that's why we don't have a contract or an IGA, intergovernmental agreement, with Rainbow. So we're running on a handshake and a phone call as we have been for probably 5 years. So that's one thing I didn't understand is why do we go 5 years without a contract? And now you're, pounding me 4 or 5 times a day, wanting me to sign a contract that has a bunch of verbiage in it that doesn't mean anything other than you're trying to rip me off. Because there's all kinds of verbiage in there about employees, all kinds of stuff. And I said, here, lawyer,
Yeah.
review this please. And that's where we're at. So they don't want to touch it because of our instability. We're not stable, according to them.
Well, and I don't blame you two guys for the instability. You guys
Thanks.
are doing champion work, trying to overcome the obstacles getting through.
That's all we're trying to do. I'm just trying to pay the bills
Yeah.
and keep the water flowing and make it right. That's all.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
We don't have any hidden agenda here. The police showed up at the last meeting and I got accused of inviting them on purpose to intimidate board members. It's a public meeting, anybody can come.
and we didn't invite them.
We didn't invite them.
Well, I personally wouldn't take too seriously accusations from either
Well-
of the two people that I suspect might have been the ones who accused you of that.
Obviously, I'm not either.
Yeah.
So, what, it's just, they keep throwing stuff at the wall, see what sticks, and some
Yeah.
things stick and some things don't.
Yeah.
So,
So what
That's
we're
right.
gonna do in response, because we don't have a quorum, but one thing we can do is plead to
to
the
the
county
commissioners.
commissioners. So we're going to send them a resolution
let
proposal,
me read that.
if you want to. Do you guys want him to read?
How long is it?
It's long.
It's not that-
Summary?
It has a lot of spaces.
You can, do you have
You
it
can leave
where you
if
can
you
put it
want.
up there? And then I don't-
No, I want to hear it though.
Let's see if I do. If I have my final one.
I can start to read it. There it is,
Is
right
that
there.
Is
Yep.
that the updated one though?
Yeah, scroll down, I'll make sure we got all the numbers right.
Zoom in to make it bigger.
We've had to revise this a couple times because
I
we're not
made,
lawyers.
and I made errors.
We're not lawyers. And we're
And,
volunteers.
um,
Okay, that looks good. Page 1 is good.
So basically, so basically we're saying we're the two acting board members right now. Tony is not a resident.
I'll read this.
Okay.
I'll start at top, resolution number 2025-02, declaration of government's emergency request for county appointment of interim board members. Whereas the Blue River Water District, the district, is duly established special district under ORS chapter,
Oh, you have the old one, that's okay.
oh,
Or that's,
no, this
That's
is,
the new one?
this is correct,
okay,
264.
sorry, I'll be quiet. Oh, never mind. Okay.
It's a little different than that one, but, no, that's the.
Sorry, guys.
5-member board of directors, and whereas the district currently lacks a quorum required by ORS 198.320 to transact official business, approve expenditures, or fulfill statutory duties due to multiple vacancies and unverified board eligibility, and whereas the current status of board position is as follows: James Parks, board chairman, active director; Shannon Goodpaster, board secretary and treasurer, active director; Tony Cassad, residency unverified, claims occupancy via short-term rental, Airbnb, and has not provided documentation confirming permanent resident or lease as required under ORS 264.410. Joshua Cloak has missed one regular meeting and multiple special meetings. While this may not yet meet the threshold for automatic vacancy under ORS 198.3201, parentheses A, these absences raise concern regarding his ability to consistently fulfill board duties. Anthony Abel resigned, creating a confirmed vacancy. Whereas with only 2 active directors remaining, the district cannot establish a quorum, limiting its ability to lawfully manage fiscal operations, approve contracts, or fulfill administrative and regulatory responsibilities. And whereas ORS 198.320, when a special district board is unable to establish a quorum, the Lane County Board of Commissioners has authority to appoint qualified individuals to restore a quorum and enable the district to operate lawfully. And whereas the active members have taken all possible steps within their limited capacity to preserve transparency, maintain community engagement, and notify the county of this governance emergency. Page 2. Now therefore, be it resolved that the Blue River Water District declares an immediate governance emergency due to the loss of quorum and inability to fulfill statutory duties. Number 2, the district formally certifies and records the vacancies and unverified positions of Tony Cassad, Joshua Cloak, and Anthony Abel. The district requests that the Lane County Board of Commissioners appoint qualified intern directors pursuant to ORS 198.320 to restore quorum and enable lawful board operations. The active directors commit to full transparency and cooperation with county officials throughout the appointment process, including facilitating public interviews and providing necessary district records. The district urges expedited action by the Lane County Board of Commissioners to protect public infrastructure, ensure reliability water service, and restore accountable governance. And then it'll have this date today and whenever we send it.
So I have a question. You told me that Josh has only attended one regular meeting, which was the August
Two,
meeting.
Two.
Two.
So the one he was sworn in and then he
He was
came
sworn in on
forward.
August 6th, and then the following meeting, I believe, was September 3rd. He
Yeah,
attended here.
okay.
And since then, we've called several,
Well,
four special meetings.
we've called even more than that, and we've canceled him because he said he would, we kept trying to reschedule, and finally we're like, we're just gonna schedule him.
Yeah,
Because.
he
So he's
cancels.
attended two regular meetings?
He's actually attended two regular
Two regular
meetings.
meetings.
And that's August and September, so he hasn't done October, and November is
Correct.
next week.
Correct. And he's filed a protest now that he won't attend any more meetings until we
Can we just recall him?
not until
You have
6
four.
months are up.
Oh, okay.
No, we can't recall.
Yeah, I can't recall him. We can't, we have, our hands are tied.
Jim, you were
The
just
community
saying,
can,
Josh Polk has filed a complaint or grievance, and what's it
He,
say?
he didn't file a
It's not a
grievance, he
grievance.
filed a protest.
A protest, and what's it say?
It says that he will not attend any more board meetings until,
Do you guys
The
want to
chairman?
see it? Do you want to see it?
and the secretary publicly apologized to Tony Casad and the community
Oh, jeez.
for not allowing Tony to vote. And vote on what, I don't know, but, we didn't allow him to vote, so.
But
You
he's
don't need to
not
cover
a
it.
resident.
So I want to make it clear
He's not a
to,
resident of Blue
I
River.
want to make it clear to you guys, but
Yeah.
if we allowed Tony
Yeah.
Casad on the board, we would be breaking the law.
Right.
Because he is not a legal resident.
Yeah.
Under 264.410, if you're a board member in a district of 100 or more electors, you have to be a full-time resident.
Sounds good to me.
That's the
That's the
law.
law.
That's the statute.
So, and we all know
We have
that,
124 electors in this district.
yeah.
So if we were in Harney County or some small little town out there, you could actually, you have to own property. You don't have to live in it, but you have to own it and pay taxes. Then you can be seated on a board of whatever board members there are in, where you have electors less than 100.
So,
And I
But
get
our
that.
law says you have to be a full-time
that's
resident.
fine.
Yeah.
So Josh's refusal to attend meetings, and what he said in his protest was, not that he refused to attend them until Tony was sworn in, but he refused to attend them until you guys issued an apology.
Correct,
And he says what he thinks you owe the apology for.
correct.
Where does he ground that? And there's no
Well,
law
He-
saying
he-
about
And
apology.
then he continues to change his emails to
Who was that protest to?
us too.
I mean, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Not to some other outside.
But he sent it to other people, I mean, he shared it,
Uh-huh,
but his protest was against the two seated board members,
uh-huh.
his colleagues. And then he changed it to, well, I won't come unless you have a, executive meeting. And the lawyer's there. And Tony Casad. I'll throw that in for extra major. Hi, Tony.
Yeah, we don't have, there's no reason to have an executive meeting. We don't believe there's any reason.
So this is what we're doing to try and
So does
unstick.
that go to Heather Bench?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
So I've got a question about Josh, or no, Anthony. If he resigned, did you have a meeting to accept the resignation? or-
Yes.
You did?
We didn't necessarily have
No,
to.
we didn't have a
We
quorum.
didn't have a quorum, so we
Yeah.
couldn't.
If
So-
we wanted to, so he's technically,
So he's still floating out there?
No, he's
Well,
technically resigned, and all he has to do is notify one of the officers
yeah,
on the board in writing, and he did that.
yeah.
So he's off the board.
He's officially off the board.
Yeah, we didn't have any choice.
He sent a letter to Heather Buck, he officially,
And he notified both of us. He technically only has to notify one officer of the board, and he did both. And
yeah.
he might even have got Josh, but Josh is an officer It has to be the secretary, the treasurer, or the board chair that he notifies.
So how many open positions are there right now on the board?
2 open,
Two.
2 open. So, because
But
Anthony,
that makes 4 people, right? Oh, 2 open.
It's fine.
2 open,
Josh,
because
okay.
Josh is still a board member.
Right,
We're just saying,
yeah,
he's derelict of his duties right now.
right, yeah.
But there's a threshold which he's very close to. So the open positions are Tony's position and Anthony's position.
Okay.
And 2 out of 3 doesn't constitute a quorum.
Right.
What?
So even if
No,
you
you
brought
mean-
2 people on,
Well, no, our
Three,
quorum,
five.
no matter what, our quorum is 5, no matter how many
No,
we
it's
have.
No, it's
Three.
three.
Well, I mean, our board is 5,
Five.
3 is always a quorum because we have a 5-member board.
Correct.
So you're right, if you only have 4 seated, you still have to have 3 for a quorum. So a
To have a
quorum,
meeting.
a quorum in our district is defined as 3 people.
you'd have a problem if you only had 4 people here and 2 voted one way and 2 voted the other.
Correct.
Which is
And that happens.
possible, but that is considered a quorum.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
No,
possible.
it's not.
Yeah, it is.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a quorum, but I mean, the vote can't go through because.
The vote would be-
Right, the vote
Yeah,
would be,
That's correct.
you would lock horns.
Yeah.
But then if that happens repeatedly, you can petition
The county
the
to step in.
county to be the tiebreaker.
A timing's failed,
Right.
doesn't
Yes.
pass, yeah.
Yeah, good questions though, really good questions.
So, do we have clarity, is Tony officially not a person on the?
We can't, because we don't have a quorum for me to do that. So seriously,
But you as a group
It
would
is
have to
what it
say,
is.
based on the evidence, he's not, and then you would reject.
I would motion,
Then you make a motion to.
I would motion that, under chapter 264.410, he is not a resident of Blue River Water District.
Mhm.
But his residency is unverified,
Yeah,
technically.
Did he really say he had an Airbnb contract to rent?
yes, I have a copy of it right here.
He's calling that his residence.
With a short-term rental, and that's his.
It's a short-term rental.
Yeah.
And he was a registered voter at his old residence, and he recently changed his voter's registration to the Airbnb. Which-
How long is, out of curiosity, how long is his Airbnb rental for?
It doesn't really say. I reached out to
He won't
the,
give us a lease.
yeah, I reached out to the owner of the property
Yeah.
to get the formal contract release, and I wasn't demanding it, I was requesting. And he's a nice guy, I know him, he's my neighbor. And he said, well, let me talk to Tony and see if he wants me to release that, and he didn't. So I have no copy of the contract, but the owner tells me that it's an Airbnb, it's a short-term rental. And the county tells me it's a short-term rental because the owner is trying to get a septic system put in there under the EWEP program. And it's a short-term rental, that's the one thing that they do not allow in their new giveaway septic systems program is not allowed. The short-term rental, we don't give septic tanks away. Not in our program.
Interesting.
Yeah. So if we had a quorum, I would announce that, I would say certain things, and we don't have a quorum, so I
Well,
can't.
we would be able to vote on
A lot of things.
if Tony's residency is
So, I'm
verified.
understanding this right, the county commission can only really appoint one person until you vacate Anthony's seat, until you can officially denounce Tony's seat.
No, because Tony's never been sworn in, so
Yeah,
Tony's
he's
not
a-
a board member.
He's not a board member.
Okay, that's.
Tony,
what I was asking.
So-
Tony's not a board member.
He was elected,
And he didn't provide proof.
Right.
he was elected, okay, through Lane County elections
Right.
and certified, which all certified means is the election department did their job and counted all the votes and made sure that every person who voted was a legitimate voter, and that's the certification. And they're claiming that, well, he's an elected board member and he's certified. And I have a thing here where he swore himself in front of a notary in Cole, Oregon. And that's like me saying, I'm gonna go to you as a notary and I want you to swear me into the presidency of the United States, and then I take it
Please.
to Pennsylvania Avenue and say, hey, I'm the president now because I got sworn in by a notary, right?
Yeah, so Chris, if that helps you, so Tony's position is vacant because he was never never accepted as a.
I just wanted to make sure that that was
Yeah.
clear.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The commissioners know that, so they can vote
They
to
know.
get you two people. Okay, good,
They know.
good, good, good.
They're totally aware of the situation, and we've gone round and round with Lane County elections on the procedures of electing and certifying, and they put it back on the board and said it's a board level. It's our problem to remedy it, and they told me to reach out to the Secretary of State's office, the Elections Division, and they came back with, it's a board level, you remedy it yourself.
Okay.
So that's where we're at with that.
So we're at requesting the commissioners to appoint a board member.
So that then we have a quorum. Yeah, so we're saying like this is kind of an emergency.
Right.
It's turning into
So,
an emergency situation.
It really is.
yeah, so
It really is.
it was back in May of last year, or was it May this year? May this year, right before the election, we lost all of our board members except for myself. And I had to call Heather Buck and say, hey, I'm the only board member. We don't have a quorum. So they appointed Anthony Abel and Shannon
For interim
for
until the election.
until the election, and then they were elected and sworn in as full-time electees. So we're asking them to do that again, but their hands are tied because we have 3 board members technically. But one of them refuses to show up.
The other one's not present.
The other one's not even a board member, he's
Yeah,
not
not
even,
even a board member.
doesn't even count. But the other one's carrying water for that one. Trying to muddy the water.
And there is currently a vacant position.
Yes.
So Ken was intimating, I think, something earlier. Is there any way that Anthony can then rescind his
No.
thing and come
No.
back for a short bit?
No,
All right.
no, I'd love to, I tried. Trust me. I tried. He had, I think he had 3 days to recant his resignation, and I couldn't talk him into it. He was like, can't do it, and that's okay.
But yeah, you're right, Chris. The county technically only needs to appoint one board member that comes
Yeah,
to
'cause
meetings.
once we
One
have a
board
quorum,
member that comes to meetings.
yeah, once we have a quorum, we can appoint. And we should be able to do
Because
that now.
then,
If the other board member would come to the meeting and we could interview folks that are interested in being board members, we could appoint, but they don't. That person refuses to come to the meetings under protest. So hence the resolution.
Well,
To the county.
somebody let me know when that deadline comes to file the recall notice. I'll be there with a big check for the county to pay the fees. So,
Hey, and I'll be there to sign it too. Jeez.
Yeah, we can't be any part of that, so.
we can't be part of
Yeah,
it.
the board members can't have any part of that, so I can't even comment, but it's all in the book.
you can smile or not.
It's all in the book.
That's fine.
There's a manual
There's a manual,
There's
it's
a
all,
manual.
it's all,
on,
it's all
on
in
the
the manual.
website.
All right. Just let me know where it's at.
Yeah. You know, here we are gonna do it again, right? It's like, really? Okay. That's where we're at, and I
At
hope
that
you
point,
guys,
Josh will quit.
Oh, no, we won't.
Yeah, I will. That's what he
He
did.
quit-
the first
quit
time.
last time.
He doesn't want to go his record.
But if we don't find somebody to run the next time, we'll all have to decide who to write in.
Yeah, that's true.
And then they can.
Well, and
decide.
that's really and I'm glad you said that, Sarah, because that's really the overarching, is we as a community need to be engaged, step up, and if we get our board healthy and functional, and it should be like,
Easy.
an honor to be on the board, not
and easy.
a toxic, crazy, psycho situation.
Well, I'm
It
surprised
should-
you guys are still on the board.
It
with all the
should
grants
be,
and
it should
things that
be,
go on.
and then, like, I'm hoping, like, I say, this is what you do, it's all lined up, okay, your turn, Mrs. or Mr. whoever, like,
Here's the gavel.
it should be,
It's all yours.
because this is our water, this is our water district, I know Dave thinks I'm Pollyanna a little bit, but I am a little bit, or, what was
Yeah.
Nightingale, was it Florence Nightingale, whatever? the magic wand, Pollyanna. I don't know. I see you.
Going out in the weeds.
Going out in the weeds, exactly. But I see, like, I guess we can do this, like,
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's our water district, it's our, we gotta take care of it, and I can't walk away, I mean, if I could walk away right now, I could resign, but what's that gonna do?
We won't have water?
I don't know. I don't wanna, I'm afraid to find out.
that's
That's why you
actually,
have to live in the district.
I know.
I'm afraid, I just don't wanna do that, I
Then
just don't.
Josh will come back, he'll bring Tony, and they'll pretend that everything's good, and they'll elect other people to be on here, and then whatever they did before, they'll do it in spades. There's nobody in there checking them. So
Yeah.
that's something that I'm so glad that you guys are willing to sit here and take care and deal with this
Yeah.
garbage.
Yeah.
I'm sorry for you guys, I really am.
Thanks, it's a-
They would thwart the redevelopment and rebuilding of the community, except when they could get the people they wanted in the community.
right,
They'd be gatekeepers of, you're my friend, or you have lots of money.
Yeah, they didn't know who they were dealing with when they approached me,
Yeah. Yeah,
now they do,
yeah, good, good.
yeah, they thought I was with them, so.
all right, are we ready to adjourn?
Sounds good.
It's community
Yeah,
meeting.
It's a community meeting.
It's
you never
community meeting,
really-
we don't have to adjourn.
We don't have to adjourn?
Go home now.
We're ready to go.
Jim, keep us informed of what we need to
Can we
help.
say adjourn?
Okay, appreciate everybody's support.
Do you want me to go ahead and
Yeah,
write that?
I can't,
to help?
please, the more
That's what I think, the
pressure,
more people that write emails about the situation.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just say,
the more
please.
pounding on the commissioners, someone sent a letter again the other day after their first one,
Mhm.
and then I got a call from an aide and said, hey, this is what you need to do. And it's pretty much what we're doing, but we were already doing it. Shannon had already got his
Yeah,
written up, and they said, yeah, it's, chapter 198.320 is what you need to do. Send that to Heather Buck. So they're getting tired of hearing about it.
So one other question along the same lines, did they just randomly pick somebody, or do we present some options for them, or what?
I think they go off our suggestions really, because we're the boots on the ground.
Do we have suggestions for people willing to serve?
Yeah, we have two people.
Oh, you missed that
I
part.
think you can.
I know, I did, unfortunately, I couldn't get here earlier.
Well-
And we are still taking applications.
Yes.
So if you know
On the
anybody
website.
that's interested, yes, go ahead, Sue. Did you raise your hand? No?
Who?
Oh, I thought somebody raised their
Oh.
hand.
So,
Getting punchy.
where is
Getting
that?
punchy.
Where is that on the website? Because there was one person that I talked to today
Had
that,
trouble finding it?
well, and I was interested and I didn't know
Front and
exactly where
center.
to go. So,
Second
It's
item.
right here.
Board application.
board applicant, there you go.
Oh, that is not working.
I heard you say it's time to go home.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Go.
I don't know why that's not working.
Thank you, everybody.
Oh,
It's
there we
like,
go.
Yes.
Thank you,
So,
we know it's not your choice, but
Okay.
it wasn't a real meeting, or it wasn't a
right,
board meeting.
we
We recognize that it's not your choice.
We
Okay,
were
thank
hoping for a quorum.
Yeah, we were.
Really were.
Yeah.
And
because then we can appoint.
we do have our regular board meeting next Wednesday, and